What's going on, everybody? Okay, so this video is going to be a little different. As you can see in front of me, I have a bunch of my metal detecting finds from last year. I'm just going to go through some of it and show you some of it. I have a lot more stuff than this, but this is some of the little things that I had right handy. Yeah, I know I got a cast iron frying pan. I got that so that you guys can see. So anyways, we're just gonna, start off with some of the junk like this. Split piece of a tin can. You find all kinds of stuff like that, like these old Pepsi caps and Dr. Pepper caps. Some change is not worth anything. It's all junk. That's another piece of the bells. I found a whole bunch of these bells. These are Swiss bells, and I found the bells. If you could find a whole one, that said they were worth up to $250. The place where I was finding the bells, we didn't find any whole ones. We found piles and piles of broken ones, which reminds me of the story. I was talking to people around the town of Corona. Back in the day, there was a guy who, I guess he either liked the bells or he hated the bells. They were cowbells, and he'd go around Corona collecting these bells. And then he would take them to the woods somewhere. Nobody knew where, I guess, by the story that I was told. And there's Cowboy. Say hi, Cowboy. Cowboy. But anyways, he took these bells and he would smash them and leave them in piles. And we think that we might have found the bells from the story that everybody tells in Corona. So we'll give you a really good look at these bells. These are just pieces of them. I have a whole bag full of them somewhere. See, that looks like that lens is a little dirty. And so yeah, I found a whole bunch of these right in Corona, Maine. It was pretty fun finding them. We tried and we searched all day for a full one, and we couldn't find one. Yeah, let me see if I can find one online, a picture, and I will put it on here. Alright, so I got to use my computer screen. But that's the bell. That's what we were looking for. And I've got a bunch of them, as you can see. Different, a little bit different, but that's the R right there. So yeah, I've got a spot where I know where there's these bells, and I'm going to go back eventually and try to find a whole one. But yeah, so if you look back to my other videos, you can see a video about these bells. It was a pretty fun day. So yeah, on here I guess they're saying it's, you can get $69.95, but I seen some of them, the bigger ones and stuff, that were worth more. So it's a 1878 Shanghai brass bell. So sheep and goat bell. That's the goat bell. So it's not exactly the same as the one I got here. I mean, maybe there's pieces of one of them, but some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, some of them are shiny like that. But yeah, that was a pretty fun day, good find. Alright, so now we're gonna move on. Okay, next up is a 1835 to 1838 agricultural token. Canadian agricultural token. I guess they used it to trade vegetables and peas and whatever else back in the day. But I found this metal detecting at the Newport waterfront. Pretty cool. And I got a picture of it over here on the computer so you can see it better. That's exactly the token I got. That was a good day. That was the only thing I found that day at the Newport waterfront, besides, trash items, pieces of tin cans and bottle caps and stuff. But I have a spot there, and it was still ringing up deeper, but I didn't want to disturb the dirt that bad. I might go back this summer and dig it a little bit more. But so yeah, that would be my agricultural token that I found. That was pretty cool to find. It was my first like coin token type deal that I found, and the oldest. So pretty cool. See if I can find any more information. I don't think it says much about it on here. Some more pictures. I'm not very good with the technology. I'm getting better, but this is the best way for me to show you good pictures of it. I guess I could have just uploaded them and done it that way, but I'm being lazy. Pretty cool. So if anybody else that watches my videos has found anything like this, you know, send me a picture and something. So anyways, we're gonna move on. I hope you enjoyed that, and let's see what else I got. Okay, next up is this. I have no idea what it is. If anybody else has any idea what it is, or would like to make a guess at what it is, I'm more than happy to hear it. I have not figured out what it is. I found this on my neighbor's lawn, which it used to be an ox farm way back. It feels like it's glass. It's definitely glass, like some sort of tempered glass. And the back, I believe, is copper. Maybe it was some sort of brooch or something. I don't know. But it's pretty awesome. It was pretty cool to find. Left me with a lot of questions. Cool. Next up on the list, I don't know if any of you that watch my channel have watched DF Digger. I went out one day metal detecting with him, and we didn't find too many crazy items, but I did find this pocket watch, which was pretty much in dismay. I found this in one part of the river, and then down a ways I found this, which we believe is the back of it. And yeah, so you never know what you're gonna find. I mean, you're gonna find a lot of trash. You're gonna find, I don't know how many bottle caps or bullet shells that I found, pieces of junk metal like this. You'll probably never figure out what it is. It looks like some sort of latch or clasp, but anyways, yeah, you never know what you find. But this was a pretty cool find, and there's no markings on it that I can see anywhere to tell how old it is or whatnot. I've looked it all over, but pretty cool find. Pretty cool. And yes, I am itching. I'm just itching to go out metal detecting. And the ground's still frozen, and I've done a lot of ice fishing and kind of getting a little burned out from the ice fishing. I know my last video was kind of foolish, and now and then I just have fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoy my video so far. So let's move on to the next thing here. Let's show you some more of the garbage I found. This, it's heavy. Looks like a piece of pipe. I have no idea what it would be. I think it's just a random piece of pipe or something. Yeah, I got a few things that I don't have anymore. I sold them. I found some porcelain signs. I found an old tobacco sign, and I sold it. The guy wanted to buy it, and I said sure. In that same spot where I found the porcelain signs, I found this. It's a oil lamp. And there's no telling how old it is. If any of you can look at that and tell how old it is, then be my guest. But it was pretty neat to find, just like everything else. I love it. I love metal detecting. It's like I'm addicted. I'm addicted. Alright, so we got that done. I showed you that. Showed you my junk pile. Alright, I guess next up on the list, this, I was there when it was found. I did not find this. Kenny Hunt, the guy that usually goes with me, he's the one that found that. It's a cap for a milk bottle. I looked them up. Some of them are worth $10.50. This one probably not. It's a little bit chipped up and broke, but we found it in the river in Heartland. Yeah, just sitting there. We obviously didn't find it with a metal detector, but we were metal detecting when we found it. So it's another pretty neat item. There's a lot of things that I found on other people's property, so I pretty much let them keep it. But all right, here's my first ring, the first ring I ever found. That's it. And I don't know why this camera is being so blurry. That's in one of my videos. We were at Jackson Beach in Herman, and it's a copper ring. I don't think it's anything special, but it's still pretty neat. It's my first ring that I've ever found. I found this, I believe it's a brooch. It used to have a stone in it. I don't know if y'all can see it. My camera is a little bit blurry. Right there in the center there was a stone, and I obviously didn't come with it. And I searched the whole one as I saw that, see if I could find the stone, but I did not find it. But that's, I believe that's porcelain. And it's like, I think that's brass. Pretty neat. Why is this camera so... Cool. And then some silly things. Keys. I have found a lot of keys. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have everything right here in front of me. I have so much stuff. It's all over the place. It's very time consuming and fills up your house with stuff because you just can't get rid of it. So that's pretty cool. All right, now I have some buttons I found in Pittsfield, Maine, in the river at Manson Park. This one's an aviation button. I believe it's silver plated. And this one's a, I guess they call it a flat button. There's no designs on it. It's pretty cool. We're gonna go back there too. See if we can find some more. All right, this is something I found up in Bangor. Oops, sorry. Mary Meadows, Agnes Mabel Kirky or something like that. I can't really read it very well. I believe that's a lid to a milk bottle or something too. So, Mary Widows. Anybody has any information on that? Actually, let me go on the computer here and see if we can look something up real quick. All right, folks, I found this on the Penobscot River. It's a 3 Merry Widows 1920 aluminum advertising condom tin case. Now, I didn't know what it was until I just looked it up tonight. Pretty neat. And on here it says it's worth 30 bucks. So that's pretty cool. The one that's on there is in way worse condition than the one I got here. That's the one that's on the computer. It says 30 bucks. That's what somebody's trying to sell it for anyways. But yeah, it says antique 1920s vintage 3 Merry Widows aluminum advertising condom tin case. Pretty neat. See, I told you, you'll never know what you can find. It's amazing. So yeah, there she is. Same exact one. That's cool. A condom case. Who would have thought I'd find an old vintage condom case? Pretty neat. I love metal detecting. You guys, if you don't metal detect, you should get into it. Or at least watch more of my channel. If you go back, there's tons of videos I did. Probably this is in one of them. So go check them out. Next up on the list of my awesome, incredible finds is this right here I found in Dexter, Maine. It is 1847 Roger Brothers silver spoon. Found it right at the park in Dexter. Never would have thought I would have found that there, but I did. Pretty cool silver spoon. And then I found this one, which I believe is a silver spoon. I haven't been able to identify it. There's no engravings on it anywhere. Sorry if it's a little blurry. But I don't know if it's older or newer or what. This one I found in my front yard. Well, my neighbor's yard is pretty much my front yard. And I looked these up. I couldn't find the exact one, but I found some that were almost identical, made by the same company. Yeah, they're not really worth much unless they're like in perfect condition. But for me, it's an awesome find. It seems like the first year I started metal detecting, finding nothing but money, stuff like that. And then as the years progressed, I'm on my 3rd year. Well, this will be my 4th year metal detecting. But my 3rd year, I found lots better stuff. It all came down to learning. This is what I've been using, the Garrett Ace 200. Everybody says you need this and that and this and that. The only thing I'm doing is I'm upgrading from the Garrett Ace 200 to, I'm going to probably get a simplex because it can go completely underwater, and I want to metal detect in more rivers and streams, and I want to be able to go out in my kayak with it, and I don't want to, you know, something happen when the kayak flips over or something for some reason, it gets wet. I was metal detecting with this in the river last year, and I told my son, don't let it go underwater, and I'm going to hold the end and scan, and he wasn't paying attention, and the whole thing went underwater, and I freaked out thinking it was going to ruin it, but it was fine. Then there was another time I was unloading my stuff in the car, and I left it leaning up against the car. It rained. I just took the batteries out and let it dry, and it still works perfect. I'm not saying get them wet, because it's not a good idea, but I'm just saying it's a pretty tough little metal detector, and it's fairly inexpensive and easy to use, and it's probably perfect for a beginner. I mean, my buddy's got the 400, and I found just as good as stuff, some better things, you know, it all depends. But anyways, back to these spoons. Awesome find. Yeah, I've been all over the place, so hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'm just so eager to go metal detecting that I figured I would go through and look at everything and give you guys a look too. Then I got this Disney pin. I found this in Palmyra, right up the road. It's trying to see if it has a date. It was made in China. Trying to read what that says. Says made to Energizer TY. Oh, it says two. Oh, 2005. Sorry, I'm taking so long. Says official pin trading 2005. Yep, Disney pin. Happiest celebration on earth, Disneyland Resort. And I found this. I mean, I must have been a half mile out in the woods and metal detecting, and I found that. So it's kind of weird. There must have been some kids out there playing or something. That's all I can think of. That's pretty cool. Another thing I found from Palmyra is this mercury dime. She's in a little rough shape, but I didn't want to clean it because I don't want to ruin it. And I've been told that coins are worth more when you don't clean them, because some people would rather you not clean them and scratch them all up. So yeah, and this is a 1940. Man, I can't read anything in here tonight. Yeah, 1940. Pretty cool. And I can't remember where I found this. I think it's a steel penny. 1943. But that's pretty cool. And then this is one of my cool finds. I found this right out here in my front yard, over where that farm, old ox farm used to be. I believe it was like a brooch pin. I mean, a brooch or whatever, you know, like slide over your scarf or whatnot, I guess. But it has Egyptian pharaohs on it. I don't really have much information on it other than that it has the pharaohs. I couldn't find any more, like a back piece or anything like that. It's got these little notches in the corners and the bottom. If anybody out there is familiar with these kind of things and you got any information on it, man, go right down in my comments and tell me what you know, because I would love to have more information on it. I've tried looking, I've asked all over the internet, and people have lots of ideas, but nobody really has a confirmed identity or of what it is or where it came from or what time frame. I mean, it looks old, look at it. So yeah, pretty awesome. Like I said, if you have any information, I'd love to hear it, and I appreciate it. Cool. Let me go dig out some more stuff and we'll continue. Next up, I have had some people trying to look this up. I think I got it upside down. But this is, if you can see the things, it's a musical printing sheet. And I got like some designs. I haven't been able to figure out the song or anything yet. So you can see some of the designs. I don't know if anybody can even make out what it says, but I found this in Heartland, Maine, right next to the Heartland Mill in the river. And I know it's got music notes, and it's like made out of like lead. It's really flexible. I don't want to bend it too much, but Man, this thing set my metal detector off like you wouldn't believe. My buddy's wife, Kenny's wife, she plays the piano. I had her looking at it, and they were both trying to figure it out. Any ideas on how I could figure this out, or if anybody can see the notes or make out anything on here, give me a little information on it, that'd be cool. I have no clue how old it is. Maybe it's 10 Commandments. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was an awesome find. I mean, I was just digging in the river, you know, finding cool stuff, and then I dug this up and I was like, holy moly, you know, like, wow, couldn't believe it. Then I'll show you the back. The back's like rusty. But yeah, excuse me. That is probably one of my best finds. I wish I could tell how old it was or what it was. There's words on it, like right there, there's words, but I can't make them out. I know there's a T, E, M, P, and then I at the end. You can sort of see right there. You can see the musical notes. Yeah, pretty cool. So anyways, while I got you right here, on top of all this that I'm doing, my channel has almost gotten to the point where I can get monetized. I never really ask for anything on my channel. The only thing I'm asking for is I need subscribers. The more I can get, the better. If you guys can help me, I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and then YouTube, I guess, you know, maybe I can get monetized. If I could do that, then that would help me get new gear, and it would help make these videos better. I could get new camera equipment, which as you can see, I've been using a GoPro for I don't know how long. But yeah, I'm not trying to beg or anything like that. I could just use the help. Yeah, I got everything else fulfilled for YouTube except for I need to get subscribers. So if you guys enjoy my videos, try to help me out a little bit. I'd appreciate it. And maybe someday I can return the favor, take some people metal detecting, maybe pass out some finds that I find for prizes or something. We'll figure that out in the future. But I appreciate everybody that has subscribed and been around and enjoys my videos. Sometimes they're a little wacky and off the wall. Sometimes they're great. Most times they're outside because it's outdoors with Aaron. Fortunately today I'm inside because I can't really do this outside. I'd be freezing to death and all that. I'm, like I said, I'm itching to go metal detecting. And yeah. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody, and I got more to come, which I'm going to show you that in some of the equipment I've got picked up towards the end of this video. But yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. And the last thing is that I have right handy at the moment is this. I thought it when I found it on the old railroad bed that goes into Heartland. I thought it was a coin, but it has a hole in the center of it, and it's like really flimsy. Anybody got any ideas? Because I haven't been able to figure it out. I was thinking maybe like a tab or something for a pallet or something. The trains used to go through there, so there's no telling what it could be. Maybe it was a penny somebody flattened out on the old railroad tracks, or a coin and drilled a hole through it for a lucky charm or something. I don't know. So cool. For the recap, the bells, the condom wrapper from the 20s, this weird thing, some buttons, a ring, some coins, agricultural token, what I think is a brooch, spoons, and a bunch of other nonsense. Yeah, there's some other things I found, like over to Kenny's house. I found pretty much the same company as this, but it was a mini salt and pepper shaker, but I only found one of them, so it was pretty cool. Never expected to find it. Some farmer sat out there eating his lunch and lost it off the side of his lunchbox or tractor or whatever, and it stayed there forever, and then I found it. So, all right. So give me a few minutes and I'm gonna show you some equipment that I bought for some upcoming videos when it gets warm out. So, in some upcoming videos, as soon as it warms up and gets so I can actually go out in the streams and play around, we are planning to do some gold panning. That should be fun. This is my mini sluice that I bought, which I've used a couple of times last year. Didn't find any gold, but it was still fun. I have a video you can watch when I was out in the stream out next to my house, just messing around. Yeah. Second piece of new gear that I picked up. I got these at the Maine military store. I think it's in Holden, up by on the other side of Brewer, Maine. $4.99 a piece. So yeah, I mean, it's not a bad deal, I don't think. I got 2 of them, so we can pan for some gold. So yeah, I mean, go up there and pick yourself some up and go get out and do some panning. I'm gonna. Anyways, I appreciate everybody watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the stuff that I found. I appreciate you. Remember to subscribe. It's the only thing holding me back. I appreciate it so much. Remember to keep on naturing and have a great day. Peace.